Hello, and welcome back to the Spoilercast, the show where we talk about movies and we don't care about spoiling them. My name is Tobias, and with me as always is my sister and trusted co-host, Rebecca.
Hello!
Hello! And today, in this episode, we are talking about a new movie. We're a little behind. It came out last week, but that's just the nature of always releasing on Saturdays. But I still think it's a movie worth talking about, for various reasons. So let's just get into it. Today we're talking about Caught Stealing. Woo! Hey, yes. The new movie from Darren Aronofsky, written by... Well, no, he didn't write it, but based on the book by the same name, written by Charlie Huston, who also wrote the screenplay for this. Stars Austin Butler, Regina King, Zoe Kravitz, and some other people. The little IMDb, because there's a lot going on. The IMDb blurb says, burnt-out ex-baseball player Hank Thompson unexpectedly finds himself embroiled in a dangerous struggle for survival amidst the criminal underbelly of 1990s New York City, forced to navigate a treacherous underworld he never imagined. Which makes it sound a lot more dark than it is. Also, just we'll get into that. Other than Austin Butler, Regina King, and Zoe Kravitz, we also have people you might know. Fucking Action Bronson is in there. Matt Smith shows up for a little bit, and Liev Schreiber and what's the other guy called? Why is he not in the crew? The guy from Full Metal Jacket. The guy who plays the Bagul specialist. The guy from Jurassic World. The bad guy from Jurassic World. Whatever. You know the name.
Somewhere.
Kingpin from the Daredevil TV show. He's in it as well. Together with Liev Schreiber. Playing two very violent Jews. Anyway. Let's just get into the discussion, I think. We're going to try to speedrun this. Not for any particular reason. It's just... I want to get that retention. What did you think of Caught Stealing?
I thought it was good. It was very entertaining, very well-paced, very well-written, well-acted. I, for once, really liked Austin Butler. I usually don't. I thought he was great. I mean, it was a bit harsher and sadder than I imagined. I just didn't really expect some of it, which is a good thing, you know. I'd seen like a teaser, I think, not really a full trailer, so I didn't have a lot to go off. But I mean, yeah, it's good. It's great. It's great is maybe pushing it, but it's really good.
Really, yeah. This is. I didn't find the budget for this, but this feels kind of funny that it takes place in the late 90s, which I had no idea of.
No, I didn't realize.
When it said New York City 1998, I thought, this is where he hurts his leg, because he's hurt, and that's why he can't play.
That was the beginning, anymore. Right?
It's the very beginning, yeah.
Oh yeah, all right. That's the only time they had like text on the screen telling you what's happening. Yeah. Which I thought was a little bit strange. I was like, why did they put this here? Couldn't just, I don't know, showed us a magazine or like a alarm clock or something to show what time it is, you know.
I don't know. They wanted to get it over with.
I forgot about that like 2 minutes into the movie, so
okay,
it's fine.
Yeah.
I saw it, I thought it was a bit weird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They didn't make it wasn't like it was always in the back of my head that it took place in the 90s. But, and it wasn't like they were, like, doing a lot of, like, there's going to be a bunch of 90s references. It wasn't that. It could have might as well have taken place today. More or less.
Yeah.
So, if I wonder why it's set in the 1990s. Probably because the book was written then?
Probably.
But either way. And also, you don't want to... It's much easier because you don't have to worry about the internet and hackers. And yeah. Oh, I have an app for that.
So, what did you think of it?
I liked it quite a bit. I almost loved it. I gave it I'll just say that right away. I gave it a 3.5 on Letterboxd.
Oh, yeah, I
7 out of 10. it was really close to a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 5.
4 out of 10?
4 to 5, an 8 out of 10. But looking at how I usually rate movies, there was not quite reaching up, but this is a really, really strong 3.5. It's more like 3 3/4 stars, you know.
Okay.
So I really enjoyed it. I thought I unlike you, I like Austin Butler a lot. I think he's a great actor. I think he has pretty early on now in his career, he has picked really interesting movies for the most part. Even though I don't like them all. I think Elvis was a fucking train wreck, but it was an interesting choice. And of course, Dune, Bike Riders, this. Yeah. But this is also, it feels like almost, at least since he blew up, this feels like the first time he plays like a regular guy. You know what I mean? Even in Bike Riders, there's, something mysterious and dark about him. This is
they're special because they're in the bike gang.
Yeah, this is just a guy. He's just a guy.
He is literally just a guy here.
Yeah, his big life-defining moment, I mean, of course it can be in real life, but in the movie it's not so big, was that he was in a car crash and he was a kid.
Younger.
That's it.
Yeah.
So he's just a guy. But that's
he's just a guy.
And he does that so well.
Exactly. I think that's what I like, though, that he gets to, play just normal dude, not some sort of extraordinary weird or something,
Yeah.
He's better at being just an ordinary dude. To me.
Yeah, well, I haven't really seen him play.
It suits him better. I don't know.
I haven't seen
him. He did do well in Dune, but...
Yeah. I honestly haven't seen him in that much, because he hasn't done that much. Well, I mean, there's a lot of TV, but that stuff...
I've seen him in that TV show, the Sex and the City one. What's it called?
The Carrie Diaries. The young Sex and the City. Yeah, I never saw that. I mean, where I know him from is Yoga Hosers for some reason. Don't ask me why. The Shinar? No, not the Shinar. I was thinking of another show. That one, of course, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Elvis, Bike Riders, and then Dune Part 2. And now this. That's where I know him from. So he mainly played weird guys, murderers and space psychopaths. And, yeah. So yeah, it was fun to see him play just a regular guy. And he was really good at it.
Yes.
And it just in general, I thought the movie was... Yeah, that's what I was going to say. First of all, this didn't feel like a Darren Aronofsky movie. Mm-hmm. He has never made something this lighthearted.
Normal,
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I was thinking about that. You know what this movie, out of his movies, which one this makes me think of the most?
No.
Do you remember Pi that we watched a few years ago?
Oh, yeah.
His, first movie?
Yeah.
Not that one is a lot more, cerebral and it's all dark and twisted. But it takes place in the mid-90s. It's all, that part of New York City. It's full of Jews.
Yeah.
And it has that, indie movie vibe because it was an indie movie. And this kind of has that too. I haven't found a budget yet. But I'm guessing this wasn't the biggest budget ever.
No, probably not. It also has the similarity to Pike, if I don't misremember now. That the whole, moving along, always going to new places to do things kind of thing.
Sort of,
He's never really staying in one spot, doing anything. He kind of gets there and just has to move on.
Yeah. Yeah, getting
because that was a lot of this.
Getting more and more, down the rabbit hole, which he basically does here. But it's funny instead of weird and scary. As in Pi.
Like I said, a bit dark at times, but
It is a bit dark. Oh, okay, it wasn't really that small budget. But I mean, it's smaller. This is where, budgets should be. $40 million. Yeah. Which is an insane amount of money, of course. But I mean...
Yes, but compared to other movies...
It's not $500 million, So even though they... So far in the box office, they've only done $15 million. So this is and I mean, it's been a week now. It's probably heading for a bust, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad that you can tell that already, but that's just the nature of movies nowadays.
Yeah, I don't think this is the kind of movie that will draw in your everyday person, even though it is such a approachable and simple movie.
Yeah. And that's...
people don't realize that that's what it is, because they're, you know... No, we're gonna get into that again. But, you know, they want to see superheroes and stuff.
Yes.
Superman having a new movie kind of ruined the momentum for every other movie that we had started seeing. Honestly. Because it opened up for superheroes again.
Yeah. And it's sad, because this is the kind of movie...
This is a movie.
This is a movie. Yeah. It's not a tent pole. It's not a blockbuster. It's not like, oh, the big draw of the summer. It's just a movie that Sony threw out, you know, because, you know, one of their 5 this year.
Yeah. And I mean, it does have a really good cast.
Really good cast. And everybody does a good job.
Yeah.
And like we said, Darren Aronofsky does a very good job. I had no idea he could like handle something this light. I mean, if you look at the movies he's been doing, his last movie was The Whale.
Yeah.
Remember The Whale? Now that was kind of funny, but not for the right reasons.
No. By the way, the guy you couldn't think of the name of, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio, right. What was it before that? The Whale. Not producer, director. There we go.
Welcome.
That's TV show. Mother. Before that. Oh, Jesus. And before that, Noah. He doesn't make movies that often, yeah.
No.
And then before that, it was Black Swan, Wrestler, The Fountain, Requiem for a Dream, and Pi. Yeah. So yeah, he's done very, very, very heavy, dark movies. By the way, The Wrestler is our companion piece of this episode.
Yes.
So if you want to hear us talk about...
I might actually rewatch Black Swan as well, just because I haven't seen that in so long.
Sure. But if you want to hear...
But I have to see The Wrestler, because I haven't seen that yet.
So if you want to hear our discussion on The Wrestler, arguably his best movie, you should check us out on patreon.com/don'tmakeascene.
Or
become a member on YouTube. Thank you for interrupting me.
Oh, shh.
Yeah, but I was trying to sell our patron. Anyway,
What is Welcome to Earth?
What?
Did he direct? Oh, it's that one. Sorry, I just had to look it up. Welcome to Earth. I recognize that.
It's the Will Smith nature show, whatever it is.
He did one episode with him.
Oh. when it was back when Will Smith tried to be a YouTube star for some reason.
Right.
Didn't work.
So, caught stealing.
Yeah.
This is the problem when it's a good movie, like we always say. I don't have a lot to say.
yeah. Like the last time we talked about a good movie, it was a movie that you could have it started a conversation. It was our episode on Bring Her Back and Weapons, and the good one there was Bring Her Back. Which this one, it's just a good, solid hour 40, entertaining. Action comedy with a little dark edge to it. There's nothing more. There's no we can talk about. There is a little bit which made me think of a video I saw recently about why Pixar movies are failing nowadays. Because the big thing here, do you think of that? His entire backstory hinges on his trauma. He has trauma. He keeps having nightmares of the car crash he was in, and he feels burdened by the spoilers, I suppose, his friend who died in the car crash. But he has kind of been repressing that because all he thought about was his ruined baseball career that hadn't even really started yet. He was about to go big. But then he kind of comes to he accepts it towards the end, and he's like, yes, I'm ready to take responsibility. And that's when he fixes everything, sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah. It made me think about that every not just Pixar movies in general, they aren't about people overcoming obstacles. I mean, they aren't adventure movies, but even some adventure movies, it's more about them dealing with trauma. Yeah. Because everyone has trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The obstacle is representing a trauma, at least. If there's an obstacle.
Yeah, but there's a difference between just because he's thought it before. Robin Williams dressing up as Mrs. Doubtfire to talk to his kids.
Oh yeah.
That's not trauma, you know.
No.
That's just he wants to be with his kids. There's no.
If anything, that's traumatizing.
Sure, yeah. But you know, he didn't have any like
unresolved issues,
unresolved trauma from his childhood when his mom dressed him up as an old lady because she was crazy. No, he just does it so he can talk to his kids.
Yeah, he does it to trick his wife, his ex-wife.
And poke fun at James Bond.
Yeah.
Because Pierce Brosnan is the new husband.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. That's what I mean. Like, everything has to be trauma now. Because everyone has trauma. No one is just like,
I lived life, nothing bad really happened. I mean, everyone loses family every now and then because, you know, age.
Yeah, sure.
That's traumatic, but not in that sense.
Not that it fundamentally has to change your entire life.
No. For some, I guess.
Of course it happens
most
for some
people,
people.
not.
No, yeah. But now that is every main character in a movie and every main character in real life, you know.
Yeah.
People suffer from that. They must have that one defining thing, and the easiest one that you can do without like just completely making something up is like, oh yeah, I had that thing that happened to me. That's now trauma.
It's the sob story.
I've been traumatized by it. So that was a little like, but it worked.
Yeah.
It wasn't the entire movie. It was a nice hook. It just made me think about like, oh, that's right. Everything is about trauma nowadays. But other than that, yeah, I enjoyed it. It just didn't. The only thing that's keeping it from being an 8 out of 10 for me is that it didn't go super deep on any of the characters. It wasn't supposed to make you think. It was supposed to be entertaining, well made, like effective entertainment.
Yeah,
which in and of itself can be like really, really good. Like look at something like the John Wick movies, especially John Wick 4. That's a 10 out of 10, but it's just entertainment. However, it's very.
But that's because
very,
they put
well
some
made.
flair to it.
Yeah, exactly.
This one didn't have that flair really.
No,
because it's mundane almost. It's very regular.
Yeah, but I mean, looking
it sound like it's a boring movie, but it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's just.
Because I didn't expect any of the twists and turns really.
No,
except for one towards the end.
Should we do spoilers then?
Yeah, we should do spoilers. We can do spoilers.
We're almost at 20 minutes. Yeah.
Then we can talk freely about the people and the characters and what happens more. Discuss some details if you want to.
Yeah. All right. So from here on out,
spoilers.
Yeah, we both recommend the movie. We highly recommend you go and see it. That's definitely not really a cinematic experience, but definitely go support it in cinemas. And if you don't, rent it for real afterwards.
Yeah.
But anyway, from here on out, spoilers, you have been warned. Now when Yvonne dies...
I was about to when everyone basically dies.
Everyone dies in the end, yeah.
That wasn't the one I expected. I expected the car crash in the end. That was like, as soon as he got behind the wheels, I was like, oh, he's gonna crash the car.
Okay. I didn't see that one coming.
Because he pointed out the seat belts. He did it every time he drove the car or he sat in the car. And they just did it, and I was like, oh, he's gonna crash it.
Okay, I didn't.
But yes, killing Yvonne felt very... That was the first one. Oh, shit, that was grim. Because
the movie hadn't been that dark before. It had been kind of rough, him being beat up and everything. But it was a typical, wannabe gangster, petty criminal stuff, like, oh, we're gonna beat you up, but you don't ever kill anyone because that's much too serious. But then they did. They literally executed her, and it's just like, oh, nasty. And after that, a lot of people get killed.
Yeah.
Because I guess all bets are off at that point.
Sure.
I
honestly also thought that Matt Smith would have a bigger role. As in being more on screen.
Yeah, he disappears
had a big role
in the first half.
In what is happening, even though he's not there.
Yes.
But I thought he would be more on screen as well.
That's where you can feel that this is based on a book and written by the guy who wrote the book. Yes. That a character can just disappear for that long and then show up again. It's almost like, because we've talked about how structure is very different in a novel. How the movie almost felt like it was coming to a close, and then he showed up again, and it's like, oh, now there's going to be more stuff happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that I was going to say, you mentioned the pacing. I feel it loses a little bit of its pacing towards the 50-minute mark, so right about halfway through. I don't know, something, not that it got boring or anything, but I just felt like there's a shift here. Maybe it was more like the mood because she died and everything.
The 50-minute mark was around when they shot at the bar.
I think they're at the bar, or just before the bar. When it turns out that not Tiffany Haddish, what's her name? Regina King is a bad guy.
Yeah.
I think that's
when she ends up
there.
shooting the Spanish dude, or whatever he was.
Yeah, Bad Bunny, right?
Was it?
Isn't that Bad Bunny?
I'm trying to find him in the...
yeah, he doesn't show up.
No.
Hold on. Benito Martinez Ocasio, also known as Bad Bunny, yes.
Oh, okay.
The only reason I recognize him is because he was in what? The golf movie, Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh.
I mean, I knew of him, but I honestly, for the longest time before I realized it, I thought Bad Bunny was... I got it confused with Bad Baby, which is the girl Cash Me Outside, right?
Oh, yeah, Cash Me Outside girl, yeah.
So I was like, it's some sort of hip-hop girl or something, I don't know. But then I was like, oh, it's a guy? Oh, okay. But that was basically this year. I never really knew about him before now. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Him.
He's fairly popular, isn't he? I don't know.
No, I hear his name every now and then, but I've never really clocked who he is.
No, yeah,
if I'm being honest.
Me neither.
He's a musician, no?
Yes, he's a rapper or something.
Right, yeah.
He is a Puerto Rican rapper, singer, songwriter, actor, record producer, and professional wrestler. Whoa, he's a wrestler?
Whoa,
now I like him.
Really?
Anyway, that's not what we're not going to talk about.
That's not what we're doing, but yeah.
No. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I thought the pacing still worked because that's where we had the at the bar where well, literally all bets are off, and all of a sudden we know that everyone's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Basically. It's like, oh shit, this is where it really picks up. Because now he doesn't have a safe zone, he has nowhere to be. Now he actually has to keep running.
Yeah.
I did almost expect him to bring the lizard along, but that didn't happen.
that was funny. I read quickly, because this was shot in New York, which is also kind of fun. That's probably why the budget was so big. It's very expensive.
Lock off streets and shit.
Yeah. Patrick Willems, a very good YouTuber who does movie-based video essays. He was on set for one day. I guess it shot last year. He just mentioned this in his review, or not his review, but his, putting the movie on his letterboxd. And he mentioned that, he was glad that the lizard scene was kept in the movie. So maybe that was something they were preparing to cut, which I understand, because it doesn't believe.
It makes no sense. It has nothing to do with anything.
But it is one of those, though. It is, we talked about it recently, I don't remember which movie it was, where there's a bunch of, not reaction shot, but shots of things in the background to kind of flesh out the world, not world building, but make it feel more real. We talked about it somewhere.
I don't remember.
Or maybe I'm thinking of a video I watched. I'm not sure. But I can mention the video then. I rewatched the review episode for The Exorcist 3, and they mentioned that there are just random shots of hallways and tables and clocks and stuff. To just
kind of ground you, I guess.
Ground you, bookend a scene. Doesn't mean anything. It's just to kind of set the tone. You film a statue of Jesus while you hear a woman crying in the background. Stuff like that is also there.
Sure.
This didn't have that, but it had the lizard scene was kind of that, like
it also was a little bit of a silver lining, a little glimmer of hope, because the barkeep, what's his name?
Not Bro. I always thought he had
Paul.
Yeah, I think so.
Griffin Dunn.
Paul's Bar or something. I kept
whatever.
him saying
but
Rose's
Paul,
Bar.
the guy who pulled out the shotgun.
Yeah.
He got mad because they shot the lizard, but the lizard survived.
Sure, and it's one of those things.
It's like, oh.
He is hiding behind by the door, and he's nervous. He's the blood's pumping, and then you just like, you just look at something weird because the lizard survived. Oh, doesn't matter to me right now, but I have to look at it. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's another one. It makes me think of. Remember the movie Mandy with the Nicolas Cage? Have you seen that? The like heavy metal fantasy movie where he has a giant silver chainsaw and he fights like demon bikers.
I think I've seen parts of it.
Okay, it was.
I don't know if I've seen the entire thing.
I think it was before we did the podcast regularly, so you might not have watched it. I've watched it a couple times. There's a scene. Not really a spoiler, but it's after his girlfriend has been killed by a crazy cult. Literally, he had to watch them burn her alive, and he gets loose. He walks into their house, and he's completely traumatized. And he walks by their TV, and it exists in some sort of alternate 1980s universe or something. So on the on the TV is an ad for a mac and cheese brand called Cheddar Goblin. It's made up, so it's just this like hand puppet goblin that pukes mac and cheese on children. It's like Cheddar Goblin. Yay! And he just, like, the scene is like a minute long where he just freezes and looks at the TV and he's like, oh. It isn't saying it, but it's basically, cheddar goblin. And then he's just like, because he can't process what's going on.
Yeah. No, but that's a normal thing when you're going through something where you're really upset or something and all of a sudden you just, I don't know, if like, you get a notification on Instagram, like, oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Every normal things exist and then you go back to your sadness.
Yeah. It was one of those scenes, and it was a nice touch.
Yes, I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked a lot of the details. I liked the whole the dynamic between people. I loved how Regina King definitely fooled me with being that guy. Oh yeah, she was great.
She was great.
I love the cat being part of everything, even after it got hurt and how it stuck to us. Hank or Harry? Why did he call himself Harry? It was just for the homeless guy,
short
right?
for Harry.
I guess, yeah.
No. And I gotta say
that it took him so long to realize that the homeless guy probably had his key.
Yeah, because I
was like, get your pants.
Yeah,
dude.
as soon as he's like, oh shit, where did I put the key? I was like, the pants. You took off your pants when you were drunk.
Took off everything.
Yeah, they're right outside.
But I mean, he hadn't been home, and I mean, he was very drunk. He didn't remember properly, and there's shit's going on, so he can't really think that far, I guess.
Yeah, sure. It made sense because he was blackout drunk. But
which he shouldn't be, because he lost what's it called, a kidney.
which is another book thing, because you think, so now the whole movie is gonna be, almost gonna be like a Crank thing where, oh no, he can't drink alcohol, he can't have cigarettes, he can't have anything of that. And it's going to be like his struggle, like, fuck, I gotta drink. The entire movie is like, does anybody ever drink for me? No one has. But no, the first night he's not allowed to drink, he goes on a bender, becomes super drunk because he only has one kidney. Right, you have two kidneys and one liver, right?
Yeah.
So
yes.
Because of that, he's so drunk that he blacks out. Pukes on his gate, not door,
the door of the house,
the building,
entrance,
and for some reason takes off all his clothes because of it.
I mean, I get the shirt, I don't get the pants, but whatever. I mean, the weird thing is that he brings his shoes back up, but he doesn't bring anything else.
Yeah, because it's like you can wash your clothes. It's harder to wash shoes if you're gonna keep something to wash,
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. So yeah, but that never really comes up again. So it's like it's kind of not forgotten, but it's just, that was a thing that happened to him. That was the first 20 minutes of this movie.
Yeah,
and that's also kind of like a book thing where it's just like, this part of the book is about him not being able to drink anymore. you can say, but they don't make a point of it. You can say, like, if you think about it, you could say that it's because he hasn't had a drink now for, like, the movie doesn't take place over that long of time, but like over
a couple of days.
Yeah, over 24 hours since he last had a drink. He's finally, sobering up properly, because he was obviously like an alcoholic.
Yeah.
The movie starts with him drinking at the bar where he works, comes home, has a beer, wakes up, has a beer. Yeah. And all that, yeah. So, obviously, once again, to repress what he has been, holding back for, like, I'm guessing 11 years, because he mentions he's lived in New York for 11 years. So I'm guessing the accident happened, like, 11 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And now he's finally, like, his mind is clearing up. That's why he can actually, like, confront, he has to confront his
I guess. Yeah.
And think clearly, and that's why he figures everything out at the end. But they never make a thing out of that. They never, like, this is what it's about, and I understand now that drinking is bad. No, they don't do any of that.
No, they just show us a few random shots of him looking at people drinking, and, like, they make you think that he's like, no, I shouldn't, but I wanna.
Yeah.
But that's it.
And then at the very end, when he's kind of come to terms with himself, he's working on himself. He's having a club soda at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reminded me a lot of the end of Max Payne 3. I guess you haven't played it, but...
No.
It ends with him after everything has happened. He's like at a bar on some Caribbean island or something. Yeah. And he's having a soda instead of a beer, because he is insanely alcoholic throughout the entire game. To the point... It's so funny that they made him, like, clumsy in the game. When he just...
Because he's so drunk.
Yeah, when he does and he's older than he was in the other games.
Sure.
When he does all the jumping the Max Payne thing, jumping with the guns and everything. When he lands, he lays there until he pushes a button, and then it's like, he gets up, because he's old and fat and drunk.
Yeah.
It's great. Anyway. So, really, you can sum it up as a really, really solid movie.
Yes.
And we need more of that. Like, in a way...
Yes.
I mean, we've talked about that.
Movies don't have to be spectacular or fantastical or out of this world all the time. They need to be... You need something that is just really well made and good.
Yeah. And that shouldn't... And also, I like... We talk a lot about, like... I don't even think it has to be... Because usually where you get, like, really quality made movies nowadays are, with indie movies.
Yeah.
Or not even indie, but A24 movies, Yeah, the indie vibe kind of movie.
Yes.
That's where you get quality. And that's good and fine. Awesome, of course. But you also need quality mainstream movies that people will go and see. Where you have your stars. You have a famous, famous director. Something that will put butts in seats, not just,
an exciting story that isn't, over the top and trying to outdo everyone else.
Yeah, or super deep and cerebral, because that'll scare away the flyover cows. And
what?
The flyover cows. The popcorn munchers.
Oh. The regular Joes.
Yeah, yes, exactly. The Vox Vulgaris, or whatever it is. The voice of the... that's the voice of the people. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, that's what I mean. The regular people. The people who are just like, I like Spider-Man. No, you like caught stealing.
Yes.
That crowd just want to watch a movie,
Yeah. Also, we have to point out that this is, even though it's based on a book, it's a very original movie.
Sure, yeah. And I mean...
as in, it's not part of a franchise, it's not part of, like, this whole build-up, it's not some overhyped, we have talked about making this movie for 10 years and now everyone wants to watch it.
Yeah, it's just...
it's just a movie.
It's just a movie, yeah.
Do you remember that Harry Styles clip I showed you?
Whoa. Oh, yeah.
It's a proper movie. It's a real movie.
Yeah. However, listen to this.
Yes.
I didn't know this. I oh man, he has constantly just flunking out. About the movie, an adaptation by David Hayter, famed voice actor from Metal Gear Solid, who's actually written some scripts. It's weird, because, you mainly know him as the voice of Snake from Metal Gear, but he also wrote the script for Zack Snyder's Watchmen. Like, okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's super weird. But anyway, of the first book from a trilogy about Hank Thompson was in development in 2013. Oh. So there are more books about him.
Sure. But, like, this movie doesn't pay out to be part of a...
I don't think they're going to make another one.
No. And I mean, if they wanted, just name it, just not have Hank Thompson as the name.
Yeah.
And a new actor, and just make it another standalone.
Yeah. Because his story is told now. He's fine.
Yeah.
Leave him alone at that bar with his money. He's
and
fine
cat.
now. Yeah, and that cat.
He's got Bub.
Yeah. That's fine. Bud,
right, Bud.
So that's fine. However, I would like to have seen this version. First of all, written by David Hayter. Probably wouldn't have been as funny, but it would probably be good. And Patrick Wilson was going to play Hank Thompson. Ooh. Peak Patrick Wilson from 2013. That would be cool.
Yeah, maybe.
And then, a new film adaptation was reported to be in development at Sony in March last year, with Hewson adapting his own novel, Darren Aronofsky directing, and Austin Butler attached to star. It doesn't say much more than that. They started filming in September last year. Okay, so it came out almost to the day, a year after it started filming. That's pretty cool. Pretty quickly.
Yeah, because I mean, it doesn't look like it's a complicated movie to make, really.
No.
Getting some of the, shootings and all that stuff obviously needs some choreography, but...
And it looks...
If people know their lines, you're probably pretty good.
It's hard to tell nowadays, but it also looks like most of it was shot, like, for real? On location, so to speak?
Yeah. Sure, some of the interior scenes...
Probably studios, yes.
Probably studios.
And I get the feeling that the shot of him on his roof was green screened. When he gets up on after he washes his bed.
Yeah, and he
bed
runs
sheets.
up and leaves the laundry there. Yeah. That might have been, maybe.
I don't know, I just got that feeling. But other than that, most of it looks real, so to speak.
Yeah.
However, it does take place in 98, so I'm sure there's a lot of, like, removing signs or, people in the background who's on their phone or whatever.
Yes.
But that's fine.
And I saw like one of the few trivias. He walks past a Kim's video.
Yeah.
That is apparently a famous New York spot.
Yeah. It's I haven't seen that. There's a documentary about it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
From
it.
2023, also Kim's video.
Yeah, it's like the last like independent video store that refuses to shut down, and it's become almost like a museum for movies. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I should see it. It's probably right up my alley because I like video stores. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, there's not much more to say.
No, this is one of those movies that you kind of just have to go and watch. Honestly,
yeah. No, yeah, we could like we were on that track. Like we need more movies like this.
Yes,
we talked about that before. I remember a couple of years ago when we saw, what was it called? You're the Worst, whatever it's called. Glenn Campbell romantic comedy Sydney Sweeney movie. Play Along. What was it called?
Anyone But You.
Anyone But You. Right. You suck.
Yeah.
At the
Also,
movie?
the one that was supposed to like reboot the rom-coms, the classic '90s rom-coms, but didn't really happen.
Yeah, just
really good movie though. Still, I rewatched it not too long ago.
It's
because I had to show my fiance the movie, but it's just a it's nostalgic in a way because it's one of those movies that it's just like the ones you grew up with, which I guess is kind of weird. Because why do you want movies to be what they used to be? But at the same time, in my opinion, the 90s were peak, like, everyday movies.
Yeah.
Because after the 90s, it started going haywire and weird with all the fucking...
Yeah, and...
stuff.
And why would you want movies to be what they used to be? Because movies were. It's such a sweeping statement, but movies were better.
Yeah.
They were movies.
They were approachable, easy to digest. You didn't have to have 200 plus hours of lore to understand the plot.
Yeah, and once again, we're talking about mainstream, big, blockbuster movies.
All kinds.
We brought up Mrs. Doubtfire before. That's also an example I brought up before when it comes to that stuff. It was the second highest grossing movie at the box office of 93, I think it is.
I think 93,
So I think the only other one was Jurassic Park, which makes sense, of course.
Yes.
Like that, and it's just a rom-com.
Yeah.
Sure, it has a little twist, but it's just a regular movie.
Yeah.
We need that.
Yes.
I mean,
There's been a few attempts, and some have been really good, but unfortunately the audience just doesn't appreciate it, I guess.
No, because they've been conditioned. They've been what do you call it? Avtrubbad. They've been desensitized to oh, what? There's no space battles in this movie? Oh, it sucks.
Yeah.
Well, it's called, I don't know, When Harry Met Sally 2. There's not going to be space battles in that movie. Caught stealing, he doesn't even steal anything in the movie. That's not even a good example. Whatever. Why is there only one car chase? I want to see them fly over Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, this isn't more stuff than the last fucking Mission Impossible movie. I could watch that instead.
Yeah.
Everything doesn't have to top everything,
Yeah, it just has to be solid.
Yeah.
Well made.
Honestly, I'd watch this one, Caught Stealing. I'd watch that way more than I'd rewatch most of the Mission Impossible movies.
Oh God, yes.
Probably all of them, to be honest.
For me, not the first one, but yes.
The first one is teetering, maybe.
Yeah.
Or even any of the company that shall not be named, or the other franchise that shall not be named.
Wow. I was gonna say I gave this the same score as the new Superman, but I would rewatch this 100 times before I ever watched the new Superman again. God damn.
Oh yeah, I had to check my my recent ratings to where can I fairly put this without making it weird, and 3.5 is pretty good.
Yeah. My I watch a lot of old movies. 3.5.
Because it's better than the fucking Jurassic World movie. It's better than the Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of feeling that Karate Kid Legends had to me.
Yeah.
It's not as good as Sinners or Bring Her Back for me. It's somewhere in between there. It's a really good movie.
I'll tell you this, where it is on my year of the best of the year rank.
Oh, I have to add it. I haven't done that.
It's number 14. Now, I might have to revise that a little bit, because it's just below The Accountant 2 and Dangerous Animals. That's number 13 and 12, and then Nonnas. But the more I think about it, I haven't rewatched it, but the more I think about it, the lower Snow White is getting in my list.
Thank God.
I mean,
have you rewatched it yet?
I haven't rewatched it because like I said in my review of that, you should check it out. Or our review, I suppose. At the moment when I was watching it, and it's so weird because it's me, I shouldn't be, but I was so swept away in the magic of it. I loved that movie, and I kind of don't want to ruin that because it was so magical and pure and wonderful, and I know that if I rewatch it I'm gonna hate it probably because by all accounts it's a terrible movie, but I was just like, oh, and then they fall in love.
In my ranking of this year so far, it's technically, just because it's the latest of the 3.5 movies I've added, it ends up on spot 12. But it shares the same ranking as Weapons, Karate Kid Legends, and Dangerous Animals. It could be...
You have Weapons at 3?
3.5.
3.5. I lowered mine. I put mine at 2.5.
I still think it's a 3.5.
It's way down on my list now. I might even move it even further down.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think it's still...
Because I have Weapons at number 21, just above A Complete Unknown and The Gorge. It might be on the same level as The Gorge, but I think A Complete Unknown is actually better. But then Final Destination is on 24.
Am I lost? Complete Unknown. Have I watched that? No, I haven't.
Maybe you haven't. It's the Bob Dylan movie. The young Bob Dylan
Oh,
movie.
no, I never watched it.
Okay.
I couldn't get through the first 10 minutes.
No, yeah, I'm not a Bob
give up.
Dylan fan, but the movie's pretty good.
Maybe I just watched it in the wrong setting or something.
Yeah. What surprises me... Now we're just
it
talking
could be
about,
top 10 for me, but yeah.
It could maybe move up to top 10. Maybe. But I'm not sure.
It's definitely top 15 for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
But so is Lilo and Stitch, so...
Yeah, my top 20. Karate Kid just squeaked in on number 20. Then it's Nosferatu, Beating Hearts. Nickel Boys is really low. I know a lot of people love that movie.
I didn't like that one.
The Amateur, then Snow White, Caught Stealing, Accountant 2, Dangerous Animals, Nonnas, Ballerina, Naked Gun, Sing Sing, Bring Her Back, Presents, 28 Years Later, Warfare, F1, Bird, and Baby Girl.
Are you just reading off every single movie?
No, that was my top 20. No, I have lots more
20
movies on my list. However...
I have 33.
Yeah, now we're just talking about other stuff.
Whatever.
I am surprised that Emilia Perez, which technically is a 2025 movie for us. I know people talked about this like 2 years ago, but still, we're going to have to bring it up. Emilia Perez is not the worst movie I've seen this year.
I don't even have it on my list.
There are 2 movies below Emilia Perez, which is insane.
Wait, I need to see where it ends up.
It's on number 41, and then I have Jurassic World Restart, or whatever it's called, on 42, and then War of the Worlds on 43.
It's Perez with a Z, right?
Zeta.
Z?
Yeah.
I think I forgot to add it on my 2025 list.
Because it came out here in like...
As a ranking, yeah.
Yeah, because it came out here in like February, so it's technically a 2025 movie for us.
True.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wait, I need to see where that ends up. It ends up as my third worst.
War of the Worlds and Jurassic World?
War of the Worlds and Thunderbolts.
Okay. You really didn't like Thunderbolts.
I really didn't like Thunderbolts.
I mean, I don't have mine much higher, so number 37, but I don't have... it's still a 2 for me. You gave it like a half or something.
I gave it half a star, yeah.
Oh my god!
Emilia Perez has 1 star. It's my lowest 1 star.
Yeah.
Same as Electric State, Nonnas. No, that's 1.5. Snow White is 1.5. How to Train Your Dragon is a 2. Jurassic World Rebirth is a 2.
I give Jurassic World Rebirth a 1.
I still kind of enjoy the dinosaurs, kind of.
The only reason Emilia Perez is over Jurassic World, because I gave that a 1 as well, is because of the songs. They are so because at least you can laugh at it. So hilariously bad.
No, I just cringed. And I was like, this is a shame. This is abomination. This is ruining musicals all over the world forever and always.
Yeah, well, I don't like musicals.
I'm never gonna watch a musical the same way.
Yeah. Fuck them up. Penis are vagina.
I know.
Anyway, we're not really talking about Caught Stealing anymore.
No. But again, like I said, when it's a really good movie,
yeah,
you don't want to spoil too much, even though we are the Spoilercast and we do spoil movies.
But we had a spoiler warning.
We didn't spoil that much. We haven't talked about everything that happens.
Not really.
I don't feel the need to. I feel the need to make people watch it instead.
Yeah.
And I think we did that in the first 30 minutes of this episode.
Yeah. We kind of ran out of stuff around 38. Now we've just been talking about other stuff for 10 minutes.
But like we always say, when it's a really good movie, unless it has like a deep message you can discuss.
Yeah, then there's not much to say.
There's not much to say.
Because you can just say, yes, solid directing. It looked good. Good performances.
Yeah.
Meh.
I like the music, even though I only noticed it like twice.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. I saw the movie was made by the band Idols, which are kind of cool. I'm not a huge fan, but I listened to some of it. But I didn't really hear. Oh,
isn't that what he says when he turns off the music in the car? It's like, oh wait, it's the Idols or something.
I don't know. I didn't.
I think he said that.
The only time I heard it was in the beginning. The whole that burn your legacy, burn your whatever he's saying in the beginning. I was like, oh, that's very indie rock, or I guess punk.
Yeah. It felt very New York punk.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't really hear the music beyond that much, which is sad because
I heard it a few times.
Yeah, it's a cool band. Cool to have a band like this make music for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, it was just really
solid movie.
This is the kind of movie you can rewatch over and over again.
Oh yeah.
It's just as fun scenes. Like this, the first time the two Jewish guys are chasing him, and they run through the convenience store in Chinatown and
stuff,
all that.
Yeah.
It was, once again, it felt very 90s. Yeah, like a 90s action comedy. Man, yeah, I really enjoyed it. That's really all I have to say about it. I hope it at least makes its budget back.
I am gonna do my very best to go and support this properly.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much we can do, but
no, but go watch it again in theaters and all that stuff.
Sure. Put the word out. So if you're watching this or listening to this, go and see the movie. You're an intelligent person. You're gonna enjoy this.
Yeah,
and then tell all of your friends to go watch Caught Stealing. This should be a success.
Yes,
we need more stuff like this. It's weird to say we need more middle of the run stuff, but
road. Yeah, I know, but that's true though.
Yeah, we can't.
Everything doesn't have to be sensationalized.
Yeah, everything doesn't have to be Star Wars.
It gets tiring.
It gets tiring. I want to watch. Yes. I want to watch something regular. That's why that's going back to John Wick 4. That's why that is just on the cusp of being too much. Because it's a 3-hour action movie with some of the most spectacular action sequences ever.
But it does it so well.
Compared to the first movie is a joke in comparison, in terms of scale.
Sure.
But yeah, that movie is ridiculous. That's why it makes it.
Looking at my top 10, top 15 even.
Of this year?
They're all very normal movies.
Of this year?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
I
other
don't
than
know
F1,
if Warfare counts as a normal movie, really, but it's not as...
It's not as huge.
Exactly. None of these movies are as huge.
No.
As we've had previous years.
No, the biggest ones on top 10 for me is F1, obviously. That's a huge movie.
Yeah, that is.
But goddamn, like John Wick 4, that is just laser precision filmmaking.
Yes, done so well.
Yeah, and then number 10 is Ballerina. If we're talking about John Wick, so. Other than that, it's
maybe Nosferatu. I don't know if that counts as a big movie.
Not really. No.
Not really, right? It feels kind of.
That's a middle of the road movie, even though I think it was a little more expensive than this. But it's not. Sure, it's not a big dumb blockbuster. That's the thing.
It's scaled back in the spectacular area.
Yeah, even though I wasn't the biggest fan, it's a very well made, smart movie without explosions.
Yes. Yeah. We need to stop ranting on movies that we liked. We'll do that later this year, obviously.
Yeah.
When these lists will probably have changed a little bit, but I have a feeling my top 10 is gonna stay.
I think my top 10 might stay
pretty consistent.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's gonna have to be it. Thank you so much for listening or watching. Once again, if you want to hear us talk about The Wrestler, check us out on patreon.com/domagazine or click the members button if you're on YouTube. There's also, specifically on Patreon though, not members yet, literally not even hundreds of hours, hundreds of episodes.
Yes.
Of exclusive episodes.
Yes.
That you can,
and other stuff,
yes. There were some unrated videos that were demonetized back in the day when I made videos. There's course
some commentary tracks, reactions.
Yeah. The infamous She-Hulk pilot review. I keep saying infamous, but not very many people.
For us, it's infamous.
For us, it's infamous. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but other than that, just hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button on all the other platforms.
Let us know if you watched the movie and what you thought of it, of course.
Exactly. You can even leave a comment on Spotify nowadays. You can leave comments.
Oh yeah.
So do that, and we'll be back next week with something. Yeah, but until then, have a good one. Bye. The Spoilercast is part of Please Don't Make a Scene. It's produced and hosted by Tobias Vedén. Co-host is Rebecca Vedén. Executive producer is Annika Vedén. I also want to give a shout out to all our patrons over on patreon.com/don'tmakeascene. CK85, Kristoffer Bylén, Daniel Gaison, Annika Vedén, Jacob, Mom and Mac, and Laura Kinney.